everyone and welcome to today's class. Caution is what I got as theme for today's energies, and this is because they vary quite a bit. So mood swings or lack of clarity, being tired, overwhelmed, all this is possible, even depression, and especially if you're sensitive, obviously. This is what you notice, and so you may want to take really good care of yourself, like being in nature, maybe self-isolate a little bit to process whatever's going on. And of course, we always need to find out whether it's coming from the outside or something to do with us. So whatever it is, take some time, make sure you get enough rest and sleep, good food, clear water if you have a source, something like that, that would be brilliant, of course. And just look well after yourself so you can regroup and renew and recharge. Okay, let's see what the guides make of this. On feet, little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line. Sit bones together and lengthening energy through your head. It's like a continuous fountain going on. We relax knees and elbows, ribs together, navel towards your spine. You don't have to remember that. I keep reminding you. So lengthen one more time, just the thought, no pushing or pressing or whatever. And we're starting with the reaffirmation of the upper arms. So you have your arms hanging loosely by the separation between your straight and diagonal abs. So we just go turning here, little fingers towards your thumbs, lengthening everything and lengthening below your hip bones if you can. Make sure there's no tension in your wrists, but continuing the long line. Lengthening energy through the head. Just notice if there is any stress, any tension going on anywhere, and relax. Always three-dimensional because we don't want to harm our shoulders. Okay, so one more time. Little fingers towards the thumbs, lengthening everything, ribs together, really long. And relax, just let the energy flow. Okay, now other way around, facing the back, now the thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening everything, ribs together, lengthening and relaxing. Just do it a little longer if you like. It's just, you go with what you feel is right for you. As you know, my guides do guide us, but your intuition is first. It's always over mine, yeah? Lengthening. You do what resonates. And release. Okay, good. So, as we know, the first exercises are somewhat set, and then I have no clue. So, lengthening, this one is set. Same to the arms, lengthening, just relaxing, relaxing. You're not expected to be able to do this. You can, of course, bend your legs, and you can put some yoga blocks, books, or a chair underneath so you can reach, no problem, okay? So wherever you are, breathing in through your nose, on the out breath, lengthening, and lengthening the entire back. It's just a thought, and again, breathing in, and then lengthening. Okay, and one more time, breathing in, and lengthen, and just bend, and relax. Just let the blood flow back, breathing, just breathing. Okay, we repeat this now with a turn of the upper body, so that's what we need to lengthen well. So wherever you've been, you are again. There, breathing in, and then sit bone's head, lengthening. And now looking to my middle finger, I'm describing the biggest possible circle, and navel in, coming back, even bigger possible circle. This is not like pulling, pushing your arm, it's just your arm, very, it's like floating, and you are lengthening your back, and then turning in the rhythm of your breath. So very individual, very good, lengthening, and coming back, and one more time, lengthening, and lengthening, navel in, and down, and bend, and just have the energy flow back. Good. Okay, so what's next? All fours, they tell me. Okay, so here we go. If your knees are a little bit tender, of course you can put a cushion underneath or a little blanket, so anything that you need and that makes you feel comfortable. Okay, so we've got the little toes in line with the knees and little fingers. Make sure your elbows are relaxed, and you look where your fingers are about to end to make sure that you are long behind your neck. Okay, so from here, breathing in, on the out breath, navel in, and we're just doing a little massage. So lengthen back, and coming back, and backwards, lengthen, and more, lengthen, and lengthen, and in my case, one last one, lengthen, and stretch, and then if you like, you just relax your back here, or you can have the blood flowing back. This is my favorite, so you always do what you need to, yes, what feels right for you. Okay, back into that same position, we're doing a little mobilization exercise, meaning the 90 degrees angle is sustained, and then you think in, this is how it starts, open, and back. Make sure that your hips stay parallel to the floor, looking where we just said, and then you're drawing like a quarter of a circle with your knee. Out, and I'm doing one more, that makes 4 altogether. If that's too much, do less, because yes, you do need quite a lot of abs for this to maintain this line, okay? So you can do like 1 and a little break, okay? So no problem. Lengthening, and really feel, lengthen, and one more, open, and just back, and having the blood flow back, lengthening. Now we do it the other way around, so same thing, 90 degrees angle first, you just go in, and then it's back on that line, and outwards, and make sure you're not, yeah, it's always long. Center line, and the sides of your body are the 2 parallel lines going with that center line, okay? So back, open, and I've got one more to go. Back, open, good. And in, on that line back, open, and in, on that line back, and open, and in, on that line back, and open, and in, on that line back, open, and just relax, let the blood flow back. Okay, good. So now from here, we'll be here for a while, they say. So, sorry about that. Lengthening. So from here, you lengthen your leg on the floor, up, yes, and it's not about lifting it. We do 4 4 times with these legs. It's about lengthening, and then you continue until parallel to the floor if you can. And this is meant to be a part of a circle. So you lengthen, take the leg on the floor for as long as you can, and then lengthen. And the little toe is in line with your hip or your muscle line if that's wider. So like the widest point. Okay, now other leg. Lengthening and lower. And lengthening. Make sure you can really feel each moment and breathe with it, yes? It's a meditation movement that we're doing. And in, and one last one. Lengthen, most important, lengthen your upper body, meaning visualizing the fountain. Great, okay, so from here, we repeat, but we repeat alternating, and then we add the opposite arm. So lengthening, and if you want to take a break before doing this, do that please. And lengthening, making sure that your wrist is relaxed. And lengthening. And back. And lengthening. And coming back. 4 more to go, we're doing 8. As you know, if your intuition tells you otherwise, this is the path to follow, not mine. Lengthen, energy through your fingertips and toes, and mainly through your head. Okay, now just relax your back, or have the blood flowing back, or both, whatever helps. Okay, so what's next? Right. Stretching out and turning, we're doing it all. Okay, so from here, it's a 90 degrees angle, lengthen. Now energy through your head and through your heel, and you think of lengthening. Lengthening, and then lowering, and as before, little toe in line with the hip or muscle line, and now you think your heel towards the floor, but you don't go backwards because you're sending more energy through your head, meaning the fountain. So this is because you want to lengthen your leg a little bit more from behind. Okay, so from here, 90 degrees, and lengthen, and lowering, and release. One more time, 90 degrees, and lengthening, and lowering, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Okay, one more time, 90 degrees, and lengthen through the heel and through your head, lengthen, and lower. Right, now, take a break, or go ahead with that same thing, but turning, making sure that your center line and the 2 sides keep parallel. So hips parallel to the floor, while you're now lengthening sideways, more energy through your head, you notice that, and here this is the stop, because otherwise I'll be there. So that's not right. Okay, so just relaxing. And other leg, lengthening, and lengthening out, and to the side, and lengthen, and release. Okay. One more with each leg, so we've got 4, same as with the other stretching out exercise, lengthening, to the side, lengthen, and release, and one more, lengthen, always look in between your fingers, and visualize the line from your hips or muscle line to your little toe, and now lengthening through your center line, opening, lengthen, and releasing. Right, just take a little break, relaxing your back, or Wow, okay, so what's next? Right, we're sitting in double attitude or with both legs bent, so one leg's here and the other leg is behind you. I'm sitting on one sit bone, this one is in the air. Make sure you're not sitting too close, it's very inconvenient. Lengthen here and massage a little bit if you notice it's getting cramped, yeah, which is possible. It's all about not about lifting the leg that's behind you and that you think like around you. It's about the fountain coming up. So this is the success of the exercise, not something like this. Yeah, okay, if you can do this and then your leg lifts there, yes, okay, but it's about the upper body and not going too much forward, okay? You will a little bit, but not too much, please. Okay, so we do this 4 times. The other one was the demonstration one, so it's lengthening and trying to get as long and then thinking forward as I can and long here, okay? So 2 more. This is all relaxed, please. And 1 more, lengthening and relaxing. Okay, so from here, I leave my knee there, and then I've got my leg in one line. So same thing, same task, up and whatever, right? Lengthen. As you see, it will only lift a little bit, a tiny little bit. And lengthen. And lengthen. Okay, now I'm going on down on my elbow, which makes it normally a little bit easier. And I lengthen my arm, not to do anything about it because sit bone, head, that's where we work, but it's to remind me of these 2 sides. Yeah, so you have the energy coming through, lengthen, same, we'll do the same thing. And then you think about your 2 sides. And lengthen, and 1 more, and lengthen. Okay, now starting this out the same way, lengthening, and now I'm turning, meaning I'm lengthening the upper body, turning to as parallel to the floor as I can, and then lengthening to come up again and lower. Okay, I'm sorry about the building work, I hope it doesn't disturb too much. Lengthen, and turn, and lengthen, and lower. And again, lengthen, and turn. Keep lengthening while turning, please. Lengthening even more when coming back. Okay, 1 more. Lengthen, and turning, and lengthening, and release. Okay, now from here, we describe the biggest possible circle, think from your head, not from your arm, and then just relax your hip, and this knee may come up. Normally it doesn't, but that's the tension in my hip. Okay, good. Presently. I keep trying to work out, and I will. Okay, so other side. Same thing, I'm here on my sit bone, this one is in the air, making it a little bit, this is obviously a little bit more difficult for me, so be prepared that the sides are different, okay? So, from here, lengthening, and we'll do this 4 times, let's see how it works out. And lengthen, and 1 more, and lengthen. Knees in line. Okay, so from here, lengthening, yeah. And again, lengthening, just make it long. And 2 more. And 1 more, navel in. Okay, and on your elbow, lengthening the leg and the arm. The leg as well, yes. So just trying to lengthen here more. Yeah, you can see I find it more difficult to lengthen this part. So let's see. It's just like naturally longer, shorter. So, and lengthen, and 1 more, and lengthen. Okay, so now, last one. Lengthen, and parallel. Now keep lengthening in both directions, meaning the fountain and the leg. Yeah, not only one direction. Lengthening and turn and coming back and lower. 2 more. Lengthen. Just remember, don't do as many repetitions if you are feeling that's not for you. And lengthening. You can also do just the lengthening and leave the leg on the floor, of course. Yes? Same thing, doesn't matter. No problem. Okay, now lengthening from the top of your head to crown of the head and lengthen. Yeah, and see this is on the floor, this is relaxed. Yeah, so let's see when we can convince that hip to be relaxed. Okay, let's check out how the body is. Just on your back and just relax. Do a little bit of massage or stretch it out. Lengthen, 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 lengthen. Maybe you want to give it a shape, a little bit of letting go, 3-dimensional with the arms, as mentioned before. That's always helpful. Yeah, close to full and new moons. Tomorrow we have a new moon energy, so well. Okay, so just feel if there's anything feeling weird, tense, pain, anything. Yes, that we could address now. If you like a little bit more intense massage, you just have your head down and you just relax here. Yeah, my body likes to be here. I don't know why. It just loves that position. Okay, so let's see what's next. Okay, on your back, just see how can I, yes, position, okay. So the little toes in line with your hips, almost line. Your arms are parallel to your body, little fingers in line with your shoulders. Then you think your center line, nose and sternum, navel, pubic bone lengthen, so you really feel you're long. Yeah, don't try to get your back on the floor. It's navel towards your spine and then it's whatever it is. You can see there is a space with me in my body, so that's not a problem. The problem is this would be wrong with the back, with the, like pushing my pelvis forwards. This is arching my back. This is how I'm using my abs. Okay, I think that was pretty obvious. Okay, so what we're doing from here is going up into a bridge, lengthening, coming up. Now really think of lengthening your butt into your knees, and same thing with your thighs, from your hip bones, out energy out of your knees and feel the stretch. And lower. Okay, breathe in. On the out breath, just lengthening, 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 and release. Okay, now we have different ways of moving the legs, and you can always go back to the one before, yes? Or you can just do bridges, whatever appeals to you or feels right. So hips parallel to the floor or parallel to the ceiling. Now lengthening one leg and energy through the heel, lengthening, bend and lower. Bring in and coming up and lengthen and flex. That means lengthening the back of the leg, the front of the leg when you lengthen your foot, lower, and here we are. Okay, breathing in and lengthening, coming up and lengthen. So this is the second variation, and you can always go back to the one before. Yeah, so flex. Now I'm lengthening, and it's a part of a circle until that leg comes parallel to the other thigh, and bend and lower. Breathing in and lengthening, coming up and lengthen the other leg and flex and lengthening, lowering down to the other leg, and bending in and lower. Okay, now the third variation, and up we go. Of course you can do it a little bit a little bit slower, yes, and flex. Now I'm lengthening, parallel thighs, and then again lengthening, coming up, which means I'm visualizing an even bigger circle, bend and release. Breathing in, and lengthening, coming up, and lengthening, and flex, and lengthening, coming down, and lengthening. Always important to keep your fountain going, yeah? That gives the legs the freedom to move freely in your hip. Okay, we'll just do a little break, because what I told you we're doing it all today, so just make sure that you relax your back a little bit, whatever you need. Just wondering, yes, I need to do this. Okay, right, and then we are doing a little bit more bridge. Okay, so we do that. Okay, right. And if that second variation, there's two more variations coming up. If that's too much, you can go back to the first one. Same thing as before, it's building up. So find your center line again, arms parallel line, little fingers in line with the shoulders, little toes, hips or muscle line, and then we're good to go up into our bridge. Breathing in, and up we go. And lengthening the leg up, and flex. And now my knee is always relaxed, yeah? And now I'm lengthening through my head, and that makes me being able to turn the leg and to turn it back to parallel, bend and lower. So this is the first variation. We do it with the other leg, that you can go back to if the rest is a little bit too much, because yeah, that's challenging that other side and other variation and turn. But it doesn't mean that you can't do it. Maybe you can do it, try it, meaning very small, that's very small movement. Yes, so let's see. Breathing in, and up, sit bones together, and coming up, lengthening, and then just turning energies through your head, fountain, and now you just open a little bit. Yes, you can open a tiny little bit. You don't have to go to extremes, like trying to find out, okay, how much is possible with my hips still being parallel to the ceiling, coming back, turning parallel and bending, yeah? So maybe you just do like a centimeter, okay? And then you can see with the next one if you can go a little further, okay? So up we go, lengthen, and turn, and slightly opening, and lengthening, and really, really rooted in your abs, yes, find that connection of your sit bones, navel, and then we can do it. Okay, we'll do one more with each leg, lengthening, and up, lengthen, flex, slightly opening, and coming back, parallel, and lowering, breathing in, on the out breath, and you either go back to the first variation of those, or you do just a little bit if you're new here. And otherwise, you just try to find out, okay, how far can I go with sending the energies from my head, navel in, and parallel, and lowering, and just relaxing your back now. Just relaxing your back. Okay, a little more. Yeah, I'm just trying to anything else? I'm not quite sure. So what's up? Okay. Okay. No, we're not doing it anymore. Okay. They were showing me an exercise, but then they said no. Okay, so thank you very much. You made it through this workout. Yeah, interesting today, very long sequences. It's always a surprise. Anyway, if that helps you, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and also if you're interested to have more from my guides, they are on Instagram at HikerDance, and we have weekly energy updates on YouTube HikerButted. So just make sure that that we all get the help and support and anything that we could possibly need, and I think we could really need some information, couldn't we? And some love, lots and lots of love, and I see you for the next workout.